Welcome to UserAndI, the channel where I explore all things UX and UI design, and today I am going to explore UX decisions made by Argos during their checkout process. So right now what we're looking at is the default state of their form. We have 5 fields, and what we can immediately see is we have a few required fields, and immediately what we are seeing is that how they've chosen to tell us these fields are required is with an asterisk. However, we're used to seeing those as red, and here they've left them as black. Also, interestingly enough, they've decided to place them on the left hand side of the label as opposed to the right hand side, but nothing screamed out to me as okay, this would cause a problem until I started filling in some information. So what I've done on this step is that I've clicked into this field here, and then I've clicked out, and now I've been faced with this error message. And then afterwards what I did is filled out this field here, and immediately what I noticed is the colors between the active state and the error message. So for me, this immediately screams out an accessibility problem, because this color, the error color and the active color, are too close together. A colorblind user wouldn't immediately be able to tell that these are two different colors, and even I couldn't tell they were immediately two different colors. I had to double check what I had written in here to ensure that I hadn't done something stupid. Additionally, up here, we've correctly filled out the form, and that field is a valid field, but this field and this field are the same. The default color remains. I feel like this could have been a validated green or so, or maybe a tick could pop up on this hand side to let us know that we've done the right thing and it's not a field that continually needs to be filling out. As I mentioned before on the previous screen, it really does make it difficult to see what you've done wrong and where you've gone wrong, because again, we're faced with this error message up here. The active state for this, the colors are way too close together. So that's something that Argos could have done better, a lot better. So these are things that immediately jumped out to me when I was going through the checkout process for Argos. So to avoid the mistakes Argos made during their checkout process, here's 3 things you can do in your next design. Remember to use default, active and error states in your forms whenever you're designing. It's important to communicate to the user exactly what state their form is in and what else they need to do next or what they need to correct. Step 2 is choose your colors wisely. If you're going to be using an active color that's close to an error color, be mindful that you'll be making it a little bit more difficult for people to know what they've done wrong, and especially for accessibility. Do remember colorblind users. And the last step is use familiarity. We did see the asterisk on the left hand side of the label and it wasn't a big deal, but we are used to seeing it on the right hand side of a field. We are also used to seeing it in the red color. Feel free to check out my Variance tutorial in Figma. What I do there is create different form fields. I also include different states for the input fields. Hope you enjoyed this week's video, and I'll see you on the next one.